y'all. So I want to just do a quick little follow-up video to my question that I posed. How would you feel at 54 years of age moving back home in or home with your parent? Would you be honored or would you feel like a failure? Pardon me while I drink. I've been talking a lot today at work and I'm on liquids all day and my mouth is like really dry. But I wanted to get this video out before I actually lost the courage to do it or forgot to do it. But this is just a follow-up to the question I posed because I got a lot of interesting responses. A lot of people said that they would feel honored. A lot said that they would feel like a failure. And I just want to follow it up and say, you know, sometimes we have to sacrifice what we want to make someone else happy. And that's what has happened here. We tried having my mother move with me into my home in another city, but it didn't work. You know, my steps were an issue for her, as well as at the beginning of this year and all of last year, I traveled a lot for work. So my mother would be at my home alone without any support. She doesn't drive anymore. The doctor took her ability to drive. So she would have been there without my support. And my children are working. My son's sometimes working from 9 to 9. My daughter's working from 1 until 10. So there was no way that she would be able to have a good quality of life with me being gone sometimes weeks at the time. So me moving home was the best option. Now having to move into her home, that's another story. I would love to be in my own space, but that's not what the support that she needs. She needs the support of someone being here with her. And I am very honored to be here with my mother. I'm in this small town, but the beauty of it is I still get to keep my same job because I've been working from home for so long. The only thing I did was just pick up everything and move it here. Now, not having the same amenities, not having a Ross, a Target, a Marshalls, TJ Maxx, baby, that's kind of hard. But it's doable because we do have some cities around us that do have those things. So it's just a drive. And I just have to put it into perspective, you know. I still have her here. There were so many people that said I would be honored to be able to be there with my parents. But my parents are no longer here. And to be 54 years of age and to be able to say that I have my mother, and I do not have my father, but I have my mother. My dad actually sits, I'm at my desk. He sits on my whiteboard directly behind me, watching me work all day. He's my inspiration to keep going and keep growing. So I just wanted to say, you know, not all things are as they seem. I, for years, thought that when people move back home and to take care of their parents, that they move back home because they couldn't afford to move their parent with them or that they couldn't afford to continue to live on their own. But now that I'm in the situation, I understand how naive I was and my perspective was completely wrong. And a lot of people may have that same perspective about me, and it's okay. You know, because with age and with life, there comes growth if you choose to change. And I posted earlier, it's October 1st, what are your goals for the last 3 months of the year? We start off every year with New Year's resolutions, but here we are the last 91 days of the year. What are your goals? And I said mine is to get 1% better each day. And that is to start to actually share in what I'm doing here, because I have to create opportunities for myself, being that I'm not in a city where there are a lot of opportunities to do things. So to create things for myself, having social media has really changed the game. Being in a small town, less than 20,000 people, I can actually still communicate with thousands of millions of people on the internet. So I have to get comfortable with sharing my story and being vulnerable. And I've been taking classes about social media. I've been reading up on ChatGPT, just really educating myself on the new world in which we live so that I'm not left behind and that I don't get caught in the trap or the same mindset of the people that I'm around now. I'm not around the same type of people. I'm not around the ones that are going to push me to do the things that I've normally done in my career, nor in my personal life. So I have to create the opportunity, and I hope you will come along with me as my mother and we're going to be working out together. We're going to be cooking together. We're just going to create a life that we really would love to live together, and learning how to cohabitate together. And maybe I'll be an inspiration to my mom. And if you're home with your parent, maybe we can be an inspiration to each other. Maybe we can build a community together where we support each other and we encourage each other, because it's not easy watching your parent get older. And this is my hero. You know, it's always been me and my mother against the world, no one else. I'm her only child. She's my only mother. I'm her only child, so I am honored to be here. And the beauty of it is my children are grown. My grandchildren love coming here. Like my daughter says, when they come here, I take off their shoes. I let them run because, hey, we're in the country. I let them run with no shoes on. They run bare feet. And she's like, that is some country stuff right there. But those are things that they couldn't do when we were living in another city. Where they live. Those are things that they can't do. They can't just go outside and run, and there are not a lot of cars coming and not a lot of traffic. My mother's street is very quiet. If you see 5 cars a day, you can believe it's all the neighbors. Pardon me, I'm behind on taking my vitamins today, and I have got to get it in, you all. I'm on liquids, so liquid vitamins and water. So you want some Nona juice, hit me up. I'm doing that too. But anyway, I just want to share, just share with me some things that maybe if you're home with your parents, some things that you all do together. And if you know me and you're in the area and there are things that you do or activities that we could partake in, we would love to partake in those activities. She currently has a trainer. She trains 3 days a week here at the house, and I am encouraging her now, because a lot of her church members are saying, why don't you get back on social media and do your exercises again? So I'm encouraging her to get back on and do her exercises again. So look for us to be doing that. Look for us to just create a home on social media where we can help others and others can help us, and we can encourage each other. I've always said that I'm up here to provide hope, because I know what it feels like not to have hope. I know what it feels like not to have support. I know what it feels like to be lonely and to be alone. I'm no longer any of those things. I'm happy within. And I just want to be able to share those things with everyone else and be able to see how we can be a community of positivity and give people grace and to help each other get to the next level, to show growth in our communities and stop being what we have always been, but to be what we really want to be and to live the way we really want to live. We all deserve to be able to live the life that we see up here. We do. And I'm just here to share my experiences and the things that I do, because let's be honest, coming from where I come from, doing the things that I have done, being who I am, and listening to what society says, you wouldn't think that I would even want to do some of the things that I do, but I do. I like to explore things. I like to be very adventurous. So, last year for my birthday, I went skydiving. This year, I have no idea what I'm going to do, because my entire world changed in May when I moved here. I thought this year that I would continue to drive back and forth like I had been doing. I had been driving back and forth whenever my mother needed me. Then towards the beginning of the year, it got to the place where I was have to come here and I would stay all week, and then I would go home on the weekends. Then it got to the point when I go home on the weekends, she'd say, I thought you were coming back tonight. So it was one time I was here more. I never even spent 30 days in my own home for like 12 months. It was like a continuous me back and forth on the road. I have a 2018 car with well over 100,000 miles on it, because I was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But it's okay. It's for my mom, and I know that she would do it for me. And so, come along, follow, subscribe, whatever it takes, like, love, give me a comment. Share with me some things that maybe you do with your parent if you're in this situation, or if you're having to have someone take care of your parent while you work outside of the home. Maybe we could share like different recipes that we can make on Sunday to meal prep for the week, because I have to do a lot of that, because my work day, my day begins. I typically wake up about 4, but here lately I've been trying my best to get up at 3. Yesterday I woke up at 2:56, so I made it 3 o'clock. This morning I woke up at 3:33. So my day begins early, and I do that not only to exercise, but to give me time for me first thing in the morning before I give myself to anyone else. My mother doesn't typically get up early. She says, could you please be quiet? You're waking me up. Well, I'm accustomed to being in the house by myself, sis. I get up and blast music in the morning. So I have to go in the garage, and I've turned the garage into my little safe haven. So I'm learning how to adapt. And, it's life. It is. It's the cycle of life. And this is a cycle that I'm in. And I just want to make the best of it. And I want to make the rest of my mother's life the best that I can give her. She says she wants a beach house. I said, baby, we're going to have to get some of this social media money in order to get us a beach house. Because, honey, I don't make beach house money yet. Not yet. But it's coming. So just come along. If you want some Nona juice, hit me up. I won't say it's the best tasting stuff in the world, but it's the best for you. We have to start supplementing ourselves based off of the way our food pyramid and the food is set up now. We have to be intentional about what we put into our bodies. I'm even exploring while I'm here why I've had such a food addiction all my life. Like, what is it within me that has caused me to have a food addiction? And I was just speaking with my meditation and prayer coach, and he said, while we're doing this liquid fast these 3 days, I really want you to go within and figure out why you have this food addiction. So being home isn't all bad. It has slowed me down, and I can actually concentrate on me and become a better me. So come along, like, subscribe, comment, let me know. And if you've gotten this far, really, please let me know. What are some things that you do with your parent? When you see in your parent age, you're an only child, or you're the only girl, or you're the only boy, or even just your parent, period. Some things are a little hurtful. But, I have a support system of my mom's best friends here. And I love them. I thank them, because when I am out of the country, or when I'm having to travel around the state, they pitch in. They come, they bring her food, they take her to the store, they do whatever I need to do. My friends too. I love you all. You know it. I tell you all the time, I show it. I really do. I show my appreciation. I bring them gifts from wherever I am. When I'm here, I take them dinner. If they're having surgery, I'm taking dinner. I'm doing whatever. If they have death, I'm taking them dinner. I'm doing whatever I can to show appreciation to the people who are there for me when I need them for my mother. So, I'm not looking for any pity. I'm not playing a victim. It's none of that at all. I just want a community of people who really want to support each other as we see our parents age. I mean, I'm 54. I've had friends my age not make it this far. And like I've told my mom, I was like, if something happens to me or something happens to you, that's going to be sad, because we've had all our lives. All our lives. It's just been me and my mom against the world. Till I had my kids, I got married, had my children and everything, went through a divorce. My mom was right there. It's been me and my mom against the world. So, and you all don't pay me any attention. This is 2 ounces. I try and drink 8 ounces of this per day right now, because I have a skin disease called hidradenitis suppurativa. And this actually makes me feel better. And I think it's going within and it's cleansing something or curing something. It goes to the cellular level to help regenerate new cells. So if it's regenerating cells that do not have hidradenitis in it, I drink a gallon of this a day. Because if you don't know, hidradenitis is one of those, it's a skin disease that is very, very painful. It's extremely painful. Mine is an outward, like you can see it. I know some people on TikTok, and they have big knots on their neck. Mine used to be on the back of my neck, so I understand how that gentleman feels. They have it on their butt. I've had it in my back. I've had it under my arms, but mine are currently in my chest. So if you know that I quit exercising and everything online, that's because they thought that my tunnels were actually going towards my heart. I do have 2 leaking valves in my heart. So I'm working to put things in me that would help me be better. So working on this food addiction, putting the right types of nutrients in me, making sure that I pray and meditate, making sure that I'm taking care of my mom, making sure that I'm doing what Mr. Charlie needs me to do on this job, and also vlogging. But I hope I'm not rambling. It's just, I'm here by myself a lot, and I bought a tripod that sits on my desk with a light, and I'm going to be talking to y'all. I'm going to be sharing with you a lot of the things that are going on here. Not her personal stuff, but, sharing recipes and different things that we're going to be doing, sharing exercises that we're going to be doing, anything to keep us going and to keep us motivated. And I hope you all will come along on this journey with us through life. That's all it is. It's a journey through life. We can't get out of life alive, so you may as well do some of the things that you want to do. So have an awesome and amazing day, and I look forward to reading your comments. I look forward to us building a community together of positivity, of health, wealth, and love.